For today's cup of coffee,
I
have a very strange short article by Daily Star. Because I think that there's a lot of people that are struggling in the news cycle right now. Yeah. And for the next week, this is what I have to do daily to try to find their little interesting tidbits and stuff.
Okay.
Is to read through the bullshit. And it's been bullshit, but it's like, just when you think you can't get worse, it does.
There's so much bullshit out there, of course.
Yeah. I mean, it's just... I used to need hip waders to wade through it. Oh, hell no. I need them kind that goes up to your armpit at this point.
I need something that's full body.
I think that's what it is.
Full body wetsuit.
So that's what it's like to try to, as far as some of the news cycles and stuff. And it's like, no. Because Kid and I, we understand that we are comic relief. And we take our job seriously.
Well. I don't think serious and funny goes
Sure it does. Comedy can be a serious thing. It can. And it's just this wonderful balance. Within the king's court, the jester was the one that could speak truth and not get killed.
Literally.
I wonder if he had coffee. Coffee is just, it's an essential nutrient for some of us. So, slurp incoming.
Oh.
But from Daily Star by Will Stone, and this was written on June the 23rd of 2023.
Fuck, I thought you were about to say Juneteenth.
No, that's already passed. We're done with that for a year.
It was written on Juneteenth.
Done with that for a year. That would have been a different story. And this gives validation, sort of, kind of, not really,
Sort of.
to something that I had wondered for a very long period of time. And they use the word boffin. That is not something I've never heard any American ever use that.
But
it means basically scientists or experts or something like that.
Okay.
They reckon that cats hate us and regularly plot against their owners.
That's not...
We knew that.
No.
I knew that.
Mama, you can
know that if these little things that are in here that I feed on a regular basis, if I were to drop dead, I know every day they're looking at it going, that would be a prime cut right there.
All of them except for Hilo and Milo. They would they would full on panic.
They will eat your face. Will eat your face.
Mama, Hilo and Milo have no idea how to even feed themselves.
That's true. God love them. It says, according to this, owners have reported being mauled, gaslit, and spied on, and having their property wrecked.
By cats?
That comes along with having cats.
Yeah.
If you don't understand that, don't get a cat.
I mean, the cats are very much watchers. They
are. Oh my God, they are. It says a third say that they have woken to discover their cat staring at them.
No.
A study from Burns Pet Nutrition has found.
No. Really?
They're cats. They don't have a whole lot to do. They don't write dissertations.
Thinking the cat's voodoo.
And it says 4 in 10 say that they are aware of their feline's watchful eyes at the window when they're outside. Yes, because if the cats are outside, they want to be inside because they know where the food lives.
They do. And
That's
they want loves. They want loves.
It says, and nearly a fifth admit that they've been terrified by their cat leaping onto them out of nowhere. We have never had that experience.
Oh no. When you're asleep, and then like you're in that in between of you're about to wake up and still asleep, and then all of a sudden, boom, It jumps right on you.
Yes, but that's not out of nowhere.
No,
That's
they
just
always crawl up and snuggle
yeah.
up. The love.
It says more than a third say that
She
they
just
can
jumped.
stroke their cat for no more than 5 minutes before it runs away or attacks them.
How are you petting the said cat?
Exactly. And it's like a kid's cat that tears. Now, she is the cat of why people hate cats.
Yes.
That voodoo.
I love her so much.
And it's like, oh, God.
Look
She's
at that little face.
Crooked-headed, weasel-bodied shit.
The little face.
She is, seriously, she is the one of why people do not like cats. And she's still in here. That's why she's tearing. If she doesn't get her way immediately, she does break shit.
I love her. She's
But
my
anyhow,
little bitchy princess.
It says that 1 in 10 say that an attack has drawn blood. It's a cat.
No shit. And what do you consider an attack?
They are fur-covered, sharp, pointy things.
Yes.
And
Is this written? Are these accounts by people who
know.
are not cat people but have them begrudgingly?
I think so. I think they really are. And it says a quarter say that their so-called furry friend has wrecked furniture or a treasured item of clothing.
They're cats. They give no fucks.
That's exactly right. They must be cousins with the honey badgers.
They give no fucks.
Right.
That's what Leo.
Right.
Leo's a lion and also honey badger.
And-
they same family. They give no fucks.
Laura Crotch Harvey, a nutritionist at Barnes, where this study supposedly comes from, said, quote, "Cats are wonderful and curious creatures, and that's why we love them. I'd bet every owner who's ever complained their furry friend has damaged property or given them a scratch forgave them soon after." End
Oh
quote.
yeah, it's almost immediate.
Now, I think that
Usually it has the only reason. Now sometimes like for example voodoo, you'll try to pick her up and she's like no.
Right.
Don't do that. And if you're still messing with her, she's going to eventually bite and scratch you.
Now, since I don't have access because they didn't leave a link to the Barnes Pet Nutrition Study, it could be that Will Stone, the author of this, is a dog person.
More than likely.
Because
Because I don't know why it is with dog people, they have a disdain for cats like no other. While cat owners just like they don't care.
Kid and I have gone through many of the cat peoples over the years. And as owners of 13 of the cat peoples, we never wanted 13 cats ever.
No, but they
ever.
each got their own personality.
They do. And not mention as far as the ones that have gone by the way over the years.
I mean, like for example, Spleen. She was a sweetheart.
She was dumb as a damn rock.
She was, but she was.
And she ended up being a Darwin Award. Unfortunately, she
couldn't save her.
did. We had the pancreas and spleen. They came from the same litter. Mm-hmm. And so you can live without your spleen, but you can't live without your pancreas. So pancreas is probably about somewhere between 13 and 15 at this point, I think.
Yeah, she's neurotic.
She
but
is
not,
neurotic.
Not in
totally.
a mean way. Not in a mean way. Like she's just skittish.
Yeah, she is a very, you heard that nervous like a cat. She exemplifies that.
Yeah.
But spleen, she was a sweetie, but honest to God, she was dumb, which is how she ended up a Darwin Award.
Yeah.
And what had happened, the farmer that has the field next to us, and because I had asked, and because I came back, I had to go out and came back and found her. And I was, very upset. And I'm like, he had hollered at me. He's like, "How you doing?" And I'm like, "Somebody killed one of our kitties." And he sort of sheepishly raised his hand. And I'm like, "You killed my kitty?" And he said what had happened was that she had ran in front of the truck and was cleared and then ran back under it. And so that wasn't his fault.
No, that was not his fault.
And so that was one of those things that stuff happens when you have animals and you become attached to them and you love them. And it is memento mori every day.
Yeah, because we've also had cats that just disappeared.
Yeah.
We have no idea what happened to them. They just disappeared.
So as far as being, I guess we could qualify as experts. I think so.
Yeah.
We've had, God, we've had so much as far as the cats.
I mean, they have a language that we have to learn.
They do. And it could be that where I'm a Leo and where Kid has a Leo rising, that we outrank them.
Yeah.
Because I will call their bluff and have many times.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's just like he and I, when he was younger, we had war. We truly, I mean, it was nothing for me to be running after him through the house with a broom or something.
Yep. Yep.
And he old man now.
He is old man.
He is old man. Mm-hmm. And, but as far as them intentionally trying to inflict pain, usually there's something wrong with the animal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And they don't, and it's not that they also, along with the pain, it's not that they ever intend to inflict pain onto us as far as, like, even messing with them. If, or as far as breaking shit. They don't mean to break shit.
No, Voodoo means it. She means it. Yeah.
She's just like, you need to clear this shit. That's my sign to clear shit.
She's Paris Hilton in cat form. She really is.
I think it's Paris Hilton's Chihuahua, but like...
And anyhow, all of them. Because
Paris Hilton's Chihuahua is a brat as well.
I don't know. She is the only one, like I said, that of all the ones we've had, very few of them have intentionally broken things.
Yeah.
She will do it on purpose.
Or
if you don't tend to her needs or wants or whims in her time.
She's spoiled. But she's also the only one that will intentionally bite and scratch you. Mm-hmm. But usually it's always...
She doesn't do it to me.
No, she doesn't do it to you, but you don't mess with her as much as I do.
No, I don't.
And so the only times that she's ever bit or scratched me is when I was messing with her nap time.
Mm. But now, she also is a special needs kitty.
She is.
Because she just showed up here one day and just walked in the house. It's like, here I am.
And immediately it was like, oh, baby.
And so
I picked her up immediately.
She's a tortoise shell.
She is.
And tortoise shells have different attitudes anyhow. But it was, I don't know, we hadn't had her that long, had we?
No,
and I heard her in the basement.
Ear infection.
And I called, I mean, she was just going around in circles.
Yeah, you found her in the basement. She was going, literally, rolling around in circles. It was...
And it was, God, I thought she had a stroke.
She was crying.
And so called the vet and was able to take her to the vet that day. And I, like I said, had no idea. And they said that it was a severe ear infection.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like a fish. If you've ever had fish that had a swim bladder problem and they'll do that spin of death. Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly. And because Kid had become attached to her that quickly, I thought, oh, God. And so her head is tilted to the side. Mm-hmm. And the vet had said that they don't know why that happens, but occasionally that when they have that condition, that their head will remain tilted. And so it is.
Yeah.
So she's special needs kitty.
She is special needs.
One of many. And so the only time that I have ever been bitten horribly was by Hee-Hoo.
That's because
that was my bad.
He was also in pain and freaked out.
He had somehow jumped. It was early in the morning, and all I wanted was a cup of coffee. Because that is the first thing I do. I wake up, I go pee, I go smoke, and then I fix a cup of coffee. Not necessarily in that order. But it's like I was in the kitchen, and I heard this horrible commotion, and we had a wire mesh small trash can that was in the craft room beside the kitchen.
Yeah.
And he had somehow gotten entangled in that. And I'm like, oh, kitty. And that was dumbass me. Because animal that's panicked and in pain don't go without gloves.
Yeah.
And so he buried his fangs in my calf.
You still got a scar from it.
Yeah, I've got 2 puncture scars.
It's not as prominent as it was but damn,
ago.
It got you good.
But I couldn't blame him because it was my stupid.
Yeah, I mean, he was just full on panic.
Right. And so it was just a matter of going out to the clinic, getting the tetanus shot, because it'd been a while. And it's like, how are you going to, why would you punish an animal for doing what is their natural reaction?
Right.
That happens with people too when they're panicked.
Yeah.
You know, it's the whole thing about drowning.
And fear usually comes out as anger. Pain comes out as anger.
Absolutely. So I don't know, within this, either people have no understanding of cats, their behavior. A lot of times if you're petting cats and you stroke their fur the wrong way, it pisses them off.
Yeah.
Because it hurts them or it makes them uncomfortable or something.
What it does, since their fur grows in a specific direction, it kind of hurts their follicles when you brush them up the other way. Now, some of them kind of enjoy it.
Yeah, it depends on the animal.
Yeah.
It truly does. And it's like sometimes I'll do that just to, like tousling the hair on a kid. Mm-hmm. I'll do that just to aggravate.
Yeah, they don't mind that.
Yeah. So, but as far as, now we have heard stories of cats from hell.
Oh.
Omega, our buddy Omega has told us about this one that was a cat from hell. Mm-hmm. Now, there are some animals that honestly, if they have that bad of a temperament, something needs to be done. They need to be rehomed or something.
Yeah. But there must have been something wrong with that cat.
And I've heard of other people doing that. Maybe it's just our kitties.
I mean, we don't have a single one that really has a truly bad attitude.
No.
Like even Voodoo, like she cops an attitude here and there, but it's not like major.
No, it's not. I mean, it just, so as far as some of these people...
She is another one that is kind of skittish too with the other cats because she does not like them coming up on her sometimes.
She wanted to be an only child.
Yeah, but she can't. She came here with
it's like you were late to the party on that.
Yeah.
But it's like if you don't know about animal, and I think some of this comes from social media that they see these people with these very docile kitties, and some of them are, and different breeds have different temperaments. Mm-hmm. Now, that's what you were talking about, the tortoiseshells, what is it, Tortitude?
Yeah, Tortitude. Now, I won't say that Jailbreak has that much of an attitude on her, because she's actually a really sweet cat. She's skittish too.
Mm-hmm. She's a rather tortoiseshell.
But as far as attitude, no.
No, she doesn't have any attitude at all. She's a very peculiar looking animal.
Yeah.
Because she has no tail. She's got a little nubbin there at the end, and her hindquarters are almost like a rabbit's. Yeah. I mean, she can jump. It's incredible.
Yeah, she can jump good.
We have seen her spring up and catch things out of the air because cats do what they do.
Uh-huh. Except for Hilo and Milo.
Oh, Hilo and Milo are our baby dolls. They truly are, because they're part Maine Coon, and oh my God, they are some of the best kitties ever.
They are. They're just total love bugs. But as far as like actually hunting or jumping up and catching stuff...
No, they don't know what to do.
Yeah, no. Unless it's like a toy. Mm-hmm. With the toys, they know what to do.
Yeah, and that's like we have Kiska that he came... God love him. He's a mess. He
little crusty boy. Crusty, stinky boy.
And he was obviously one that... because around here, what they'll do with feral cats a lot of times, because people are irresponsible, and I don't know why, they'll do the spay and neuter and then release back in the feral cat colonies and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's where he came from, because he came to us and he had already been neutered.
Yeah.
And he did not know how to play.
He didn't know how to play. He wasn't he wasn't like mean towards us at first.
No, he was just so
scared.
skittish.
Yeah.
Yes, it took forever.
But now that he's like tamed, he's still a little bit skittish.
Yeah.
But he's a sweetheart.
He is a sweetheart. And it's just as far as, because he stinks. He has the stomatitis. We don't have the money to, another $500 to get cat's teeth pulled.
Yeah.
And that does not always take care of the condition, because it didn't with Hilo.
Right.
We still have to have, like, every 6 weeks or so, steroid injections. So, but poor little Kiska, it took him forever. He would not mew.
No.
But now he'll mew.
Yeah.
And he's got the weirdest little voice.
He does.
And so, like I said, as far as them, do I really think that there's any validity that they're waiting to eat our faces? No, I don't.
No. Now, if we're dead and they're absolutely starving,
Well, who could blame them?
yeah, that's the only time that they will actually start to nibble.
Yeah. So,
But that's
whoever,
once again, they're starving.
I mean, that's true of anybody. Look at the Donner Party. There with Will Stone, I think he just does not like cats.
Yeah.
I think he took what little bit of this study or survey, and he ran with it.
Right. Right. Like, that's just some shit. Cats are just some of the most, they're amazing creatures.
Yeah. They're not, and one of the reasons I always liked cats was because they're not overly needy, except for ours. And a lot of ours act like dogs.
That's because we got a sign, a welcome mat that says welcome scaredy cats. And so that's why the majority of ours are skittish.
Probably.
And needy.
But there was no place else for them to go. And
Yeah.
we have tried to rehome some of them.
But they know that they're safe here.
They do.
And they're
they do.
loved. Each and every single one. That's like Gonquin. She's still skittish too, but she's
Algonquin,
a
yeah.
sweetheart.
She's the one we call the werewolf also.
Yeah.
She's
just the cutest little thing.
Yeah. Each and every one of them. And yes, we do have some unusual names, because why not?
I mean, the reason that one's named Algonquin is because for Elvira's movie, and her dog was named Algonquin.
Now, she's sort of in a tortoiseshell category also.
Sort of, but she's a gray.
Yeah.
Like, she's gray.
And that she has patches of color on her that's almost a salmon color.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful color.
Uh-huh. There's also Squeaker.
Squeaker. God love him. He is the dumbest animal.
He's so dumb.
He is
He's
just
so dumb. There's not a single brain cell rattling up in that maraca of his.
Honestly, he's just a dumb... And we think that he's the one that sired Kiska.
Literally.
Because their patterns are almost identical.
Squeaker was so dumb that he got hurt. He got hurt the other day. Or it was last week. It was right before I went down to Dad's.
Oh, God, and Kid was panicked because he thought that he had broken the cat's tail.
I did.
And
I did.
No.
Because his tail was just sort of just bent. But no, what happened was, I was going to put my Taco Bell food on the kitchen stove, and then all of a sudden I hear this, like this horrible screaming coming from over there. So I go running, and he got his tail stuck in the door.
Mm-hmm. And he's the one that concerns me. He will be right behind you and you won't know it. You step back and there he is. I do not want him to be the cause of a fall. I'd rather not.
Like, he's Patrick Star from SpongeBob SquarePants, like, level of stupid. Like, he's so stupid, he's dangerous.
Yeah. For real. He just, I don't know. But do I believe this study? No. Kitties are amazing. Somebody was talking the other day that I heard.
He who's got he's always had this essence to him, and I don't know if you've noticed that to him. He's got like a mystical
he's
essence
not.
to him.
No, he's never been a cat. That's why he's named which is short for he who will not be named. He would not tell me his name.
Yeah.
And he's not a cat. And there were times that we have seen him, as far as his face, morph.
Yeah.
that he'll look like that little,
It almost looks like he's
it's almost like a little,
or smiling.
yes. There's a little
And it
caricature.
turns round. His face turned round when he did that.
Yeah, the shape of his face will change. What is it? There's some little cartoon something. I don't remember whether it was a dragon or what it was that looked very similar to...
Toothless?
Maybe?
Kind of like Toothless from How to Tame Your Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah.
How the fuck do I know that? And I never watched that
I don't
movie.
know. I've never seen that one either. But he would do that. Not as much as he's gotten older, because I think he's gotten more into the cat body thing.
We need to remind him who he is. To tell him, remember who you are.
Yeah. I think we all need to be reminded of that. Anyhow, final thoughts on this.
Cats are amazing creatures.
They are.
And also, to add on to Hilo, he is so gentle.
God, I love that cat. I do.
Like, when I had the hamster, he just simply wanted to see it and wanted to meet him. He loved him.
He or Milo, neither one acted like they were going to be aggressive towards the hamster.
They didn't want to be. They just wanted to... They kind of just wanted to, like, adopt him in a way.
Yeah. It's like, look, we'll protect you.
Yeah. Now, the frog, she was one of them that wanted after him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she will. The other tortoise shell, you had to watch her because she will, anything that moves, she will go after it.
She's a good huntress.
She is. She is an amazing hunter. But no, I mean, have some sense. The cats are cats.
Yeah.
But know what you're getting into before you get one.
Yeah. And make sure, this is the same with any animal, make sure their personality clicks with yours.
Yes. And it's just like, there was something somebody had posted on X about these people. When you get a pet, that is a lifelong responsibility. Mm-hmm. It's not a whim or whatever it is.
No. I mean, these things aren't disposable. These are living creatures that have hearts and personalities. Like, they may not be able to communicate like us, but they feel.
Sure they do. But cats are mystical. They've always been associated with other worlds. So, yeah.
I love cats.
We do. Well, I guess it, like I said, the whole Leo thing going on there.
You love voodoo, but you just don't want to admit it.
I do, but it's like, I do pull rank on her. It's like, get your ass down off there. No, you are not breaking my shit.
Yeah.
And I holler at you. It's like, come get your cat.
Now she will listen to you, though.
Yes, because she knows that I will put legs on what I'm saying. So, if you've had experiences with the paranormal, the supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, if you would like to share your kitty stories, put that in the comments section, or if you want to be shy, you can send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. That's there in the description box there somewhere, and I'll put the link to the article. And yeah, I think Mr. Stone just doesn't like cats.
When we listed the cats, how many did we list?
Not all of them.
Yeah, not all of them. Here, let us tell you the names of all of them. Hilo, Milo, He Who, Fo Who. We forgot about Fo Who.
No, I would just sit and talk about him. He didn't come up in conversation.
Kiska, Squeaker, Gonk, Algonquin, Werewolf, Jailbreak, Voodoo, Pancreas. That's not all of them.
No.
Who am I missing?
That's what I'm saying. You're missing a bunch of them. There's 13. That's only 9.
Oh, God. Who am I missing? Who am I missing? No. House.
There's one of them.
Who else?
I don't know right now. Like I said, I don't have a list. I need to type up a list.
Help! That's 10.
Usually they're sitting here, around about us, and that's why we had to try to get them out of the living room before we record.
Yeah.
It'll be all right. I'll type it up and we'll put a full list in the description box.
Who the fuck is that?
So, Go ahead and do your outro.
If you like this video, leave a like, comment, and share it. Click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. I don't know if it does anything, but it likes the affection. Give it a little ding. Check her out on BitChute and Rumble, where Landa's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also X, previously known as Twitter, where Landa COCWS. It's like a radio station call sign. Look at it. Pretty cool.
There's some cool people over there. The Bigfoot community out of West Virginia, they post some great memes.
Mm-hmm.
They really do.
They do.
And then just other people, just good people. Be selective. It's okay to be selective when you're on social media. You don't have to let everybody in your circle.
Yeah.
So, anyhow, know that you are loved. Mm-hmm. Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.